once you're turning the page. Don't know anymore, I don't know anymore. It all first.
2017 Hot 6 GSL Season 3 Codex.
No, we're not nameless.
What's up, guys? It's time for another night of the GSL Codex. We've got one of them non-Koreans in this round already.
Oh my gosh, and a very fun one at that. In No Regret, quite a personality, quite an aggressive Zerg player. Will he be able to make it through this group that is just ludicrous, having both Hero and Dark in it?
It's possible, but it's going to be really hard. Maybe that aggressive, attack-oriented style will pay off. We'll have to see. I feel like No Regret couldn't have asked for a more difficult group, though. He's got some very accomplished players he's facing off against tonight.
It is a tough one, no doubt about that. By the way, GSL vs. the World coming up. Make sure that you vote. The voting ends tonight.
Right.
So
there's not much time left.
Or does it end tomorrow night?
No, I think it ends tonight.
Does it end tonight?
Yeah. So get out there, tell your friends also to vote as well, and this is going to be one of the most special things we've ever done here out of the GSL studio.
It's going to be pretty awesome. 8 foreigners versus 8 Koreans. These are the people that you can vote for. You literally only have a few hours left to get your votes in. So
7.5 hours left. We both just happened to realize that at the same time. We weren't told that by the producer.
Certainly we were not. So go there and vote. There's still 7 spots that are open.
Yeah. I can't wait to start these games already. By the way, we had some awesome games yesterday. If you missed out on the VOD, and in case you're caught off guard thinking, wait a minute, there were games yesterday. Yes, we moved the schedule around a little bit. There was a GSL Codex yesterday, and there will be one tomorrow.
Yeah.
So do not forget.
Indeed, it just non-stop awesomeness of StarCraft. As you see, 4-3-3, the racial distribution for round of 16 so far.
그냥 저는 좀 힘들다고 생각했어요. 왜냐면 저그전 요새 제가 좀 많이 힘들다고, 저뿐만 아니라 힘들다고 생각해가지고 그렇게 생각하고 있는데 저그가 2명이더라고요.
개인적으로 일단 저그가 들어가 있냐 봤는데 들어가 있더라고요. 그래서 좀 싫었어요. 조편성은 좀 싫었어요.
I think my groups are not necessarily favorable for me. I mean, Dark is pretty good, Hero is pretty good, even Trap is pretty good.
제 위치가 티어 3이라서 어렵구나라고 생각을 했어요.
노리그레 선수가 좀 뭐 할지 모르고 공격전을 굉장히 좋아한다 들었거든요. 원래 뒤가 없는 사람이 더 무서운 법이거든요.
노리그레 선수는 굉장히 좀 스타일이 공격적이고 올인을 좋아하는 선수라서 뭘 할지 몰라가지고 무섭기도 해가지고 근데 진짜 올인을 잘해가지고
I would say Dark is the toughest, but because it's ZVZ, it's definitely my best matchup. It's the reason why I qualified, and I think I can prepare some very interesting ZVZ strategies for Dark. But for Hero, Hero is kind of the person who is unpredictable and hard to metagame, so I would say Hero is the hardest for that reason.
김준호 선수든 박영호 선수든 다 이기고 싶어요.
그냥 그 조에서 지고 싶지 않아요. 그냥 승자조 가서 깔끔하게 올라가고 싶어요.
프로토스 유저라면 다 공감할 거라 생각하고 진짜 프로토스가 제일 구립니다. 진짜 팩트라고 말해도 과언이 아닐 수 없고
확실히 투자전에서는 저거가 좋은 것 같아요.
저는 솔직히 토스가 범풀의 종족이라 생각하거든요. 양심이 없어요, 솔직히. 옛날부터 양심이 없는 종족으로 소문이 났는데 요새도 좀 되게 징징을 심하게 하더라고요.
간절함이 있기 때문에 지난 2시즌과는 좀 다른 모습 보여드리고 싶어요.
My determination is to not make a fool of myself. I want to at least take a map off of somebody. If I go out without winning any games, I'll be very disappointed. I want to show fun games, not necessarily standard games, so we'll see how it goes.
제가 블리즈컨이 지금 아슬아슬해요, 되게. 그래가지고 이번 시즌은 진짜 꼭꼭 잘해야 될 것 같아요. 우승하기 위해서 최선을 다할 거고 아마 이번 시즌은 제가 약속드리는 게 허무한 경기는 많이 안 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
일단 포인트건 블리즈컨이건 신경 안 쓰고 좀 무대를 한번 즐겨보고 싶어요. 이번 연도에 만약에 GSL에서 또 16강에서 떨어지거나 블리즈컨을 못 가면 그냥 내년엔 무작위로 하겠습니다. 왜냐면 좀 징징도 안 거리게 되고 스트레스도 안 받을 것 같아서 그게 더 나을 것 같아요.
I enjoyed those interviews, Artosis.
Yeah, that was really fun to see everyone's kind of take on it. The fact that Hero says that No Regret's kind of scary because he's a very aggressive player, doesn't know what he'll do, and the fact that Dark says that the scariest player is the one that has no fear and nothing to lose. That is No Regret in a nutshell. So we'll see how this group goes down. What do you think, Tasteless?
I think we know who should get out. It should be Hero and Dark. I don't think Trap gets out, but you never know. Trap is somebody you can't underestimate.
Yeah, his PvP and PvZ are good.
Maybe I'm slightly doubting Trap here. I think No Regret is going to do a lot of aggro builds, and we're just going to have to see what happens, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes players that play like No Regret are the hardest to play against no matter how good you are.
Yeah.
Because they only have to pull off that win right away. I mean, they have to do a few consecutive good plays, and that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. What's a hive? Have you ever heard of a hive before? No. Doesn't matter. You don't have to get that. You don't have to get all the units to win.
You certainly do not. And, you know, if he just does critical damage, then he can win a macro game too, even if that's not his forte. So
Yeah.
it is a very scary thing. But I think that this is the most unpredictable group that there is, even though yesterday was maybe the most unpredictable day.
Well,
this
yesterday
group
was incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
we're going to have a hard time topping yesterday, but it could happen here tonight. You don't know.
Guys, spread the word. No Regret, after being in Korea for quite some time, is qualified for CODES and is going up against this man, Root Hero. I would say right now it is impossible to argue that this guy is like the best Protoss currently. As much as I love Stats and Zest and everyone else,
You're
like
saying he is the best Protoss?
yes,
Okay.
he's just so good right now. He is so on top of his game. His recent PvZs, he has held cheeses so fantastically well, like Ling Bane all-ins and stuff. It has shocked me. I have rewatched him holding Ling Bane all-ins because you can just learn from it. He's in like perfect shape at the moment.
It's funny because, you know, with Hero, I've always watched him and thought, gosh, if this guy got any better at doing what he already does, he's going to be absolutely terrified. And here is somebody I'm assuming everybody that's watching this stream is going to be rooting for. No Regret.
Yeah,
It's a nice shirt he's got there.
Impact twice there and losing to Innovation. About as close a call as you can get to be in the CODES with a 4-4 record.
Yeah.
A tough group went his way, and here he is, man. I mean, he's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. He'll have intelligent things prepared. And it's a funny thing. He said he doesn't want to make a fool of himself. He wants to take at least one game. The thing is, when you play like he might end up playing today, we don't know exactly what he's going to do.
Right.
But when you play very aggressive, cheesy, like mind-gaming metagame strategies, you either look like a genius or you look like a fool. It's
That's
very
right.
cut and dry in that regard.
Well, let's also keep in mind here, I think No Regret's actually a player who could prep better for a best of 3 than a lot of the other players, including the Koreans. I think he very much understands, since he's been doing more coaching, how you want to navigate a series against somebody based off one player's skill and another player's skill, based off the two play styles, based off the maps, all of it.
He's very cognitive in that way.
Yeah.
Talked to them a lot, and I definitely agree with you on this.
All right, let's go into game number 1, Hero versus No Regret.
You can ride, you can fly, you can tell them that you tried, but there ain't no going back. They'll never catch me.
In the bottom right, in the blue, he is
Root Gaming, Hero.
I'm so interested to see how both of these guys end up opening up.
These are two really interesting players to have duking it out here. In the bottom left, in the red, he is
Nerd Street Gamers, No Regret.
Got that right.
Got that right.
All right, so I gotta say, I think on Hero's side of things, by the way, that's a very quick scout that was not even to block the hatchery, so kind of interesting. But I think on Hero's side here, he should be opening up with Oracles. Like, that is kind of the thing that holds all-ins better than anything.
That's damn right. Go Jake.
Like, oh my god. They used his name to make that statement. That makes a lot of sense.
That was really, I saw what they did there.
Yes. But yeah, I feel like we should be seeing Oracle openings for the most part from Hero against No Regret. Now, where does No Regret go? Like, if you look at the recent games of Hero, he's so good at holding some of these early all-ins. I think Ling Bane could work on this map because the wall-in is so long. Lots of support here. No Regret's a girlfriend in the audience as well.
I really cannot wait to see what No Regret. I mean, dude, what if No Regret just does a macro game? What if he's gone so meta and jokes so much about cheesing?
Oh, man.
He cuts the map in half and ends up winning slowly with Broodlords.
Well, I mean, that would definitely be something.
It's not going to happen, but I'm just throwing that out there.
That would have to be like the last game of the night, right? You got to like feed him a bunch of all-ins to do something like that. But he's going into very quick 3 hatches. He hasn't overmined gas at all. Getting speed at a reasonable time here. We'll see where he goes from it. I would like to see from him a lot of Ling Hydra all-ins, like the ones that you have like 50 drones or less, and like your layer's done before 5 minutes. This type of very aggressive play.
You're right.
It's hard for Protosses to hold that. Like you'll see him hold it from time to time, but it's like this weird game. It's hard to like find out what's going on early enough to prepare for it. Even when you prepare for it, it gets really messy. So I don't know. That's the type of strategy I kind of like to see out of him a lot tonight.
Thing is Hero is so good at holding. You know, he really has that style down. So we'll have to wait and see what exactly he has in store for us. A lot of people did not expect No Regret to get in to the GSL, but I think those people shouldn't be that surprised he's here. I think, to be honest, I mean, we've experienced this as well when we first moved here. Living out here just makes you better at the game.
Yeah. The server is incredibly better than even, like, Europe is a very good server. A lot of good players there. Even NA has quite a few good players on it. But, I mean, the Korean server is by far the best place to practice ladder-wise.
Well, I think also just the environment of being around other great players in person, having the opportunity to watch people play. I mean, I remember when I first got out here, I was staying with a bunch of former pro gamers that were poker players, but they all still play Brood War. They had this PC room. And I was staying with them for about a month. I couldn't believe how much I improved.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought something that helped me and my brother was that we grew up playing in the same room. I think that gave us an edge over a lot of people as we just got used to seeing other people play and noticing small things you could do to adjust.
I 100% agree, because every single LAN I ever went to before moving to Korea, my skill jumped by leaps and bounds after every single LAN because I got to talk with other people and watch other people play.
And
no streams back then, folks.
That's right. And then you know, it happened again for me when I was staying with these old pro gamers who were poker players. By the way, No Regret going to come in here and take out this pylon. That will make it a little bit tougher to have that up and defended later on while this Overlord goes down. But that helped me improve a lot. And of course, just casting all the big games that were happening in Korea helped me in that sense too. But I think No Regret's in a similar position. He's living with a bunch of other players, thinking about their play style and certain matchups and getting prepped for tournaments. A lot of times it's not surprising to see a coach actually in this kind of a position.
Yeah, it definitely does happen from time to time. Looks like he's trying to bait out an overcharge here. Gets the Oracle to follow him back as well. And this is kind of interesting. Like, you see how carefully Hero is playing here. He sees Ling joining towards him. He's like, no, screw it. We're going to turn this Oracle around. We're not going to kill drones this game. This Oracle is just a Ling killing machine.
Looks like he's going to go for a +1 attack Ling Baneling timing Artosis.
Yeah, it is kind of looking like that, isn't it? He does start his layer. It's after 5 minutes, so not like too fast on that. It doesn't look like it's going to be anything too crazy in that regard, but this is a lot of Lings. He has that Baneling Nest finishing as well.
By the way, he it looks like the Oracle. Okay, it is going to get the drone before it can plant.
He's going for a bust. You're completely right.
Yeah, like, he's definitely going for this.
He's going to kill this third base, I think, too. Oh, that's a lot of sentries, isn't it?
He'll have to get the Banelings set up in the right spot. It's going to come down a lot more to whether or not the Banelings can connect with the sentries. That was kind of a misplay there.
He's going to poke up into the natural here.
I think he wants to trigger these pilots. Oh, my God.
Boy. That is such a great trap that Hero just pulled off. They're trying to get through. That's a lot of sentries that go down. The Banelings actually come up now. A single one gets lifted. Oh my God. These force fields, man.
Okay, Hero completely shut that down.
Yeah, he did.
That could not have gone worse for No Regret.
Yeah, that was
just...
It was so far away from what he was trying to do. Like, everything just got slaughtered there.
I think he was trying to bait out a pylon cannon at the natural and then try to hit over here. But, I mean, that was handled so perfectly by Hero. I almost feel bad for No Regret. Let's see. I don't know. problem is if you invest in that many Lings and Banelings, and the Protoss essentially, I don't think the Protoss even lost a unit. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, I don't think he really lost a unit there. Like maybe one sentry.
Protoss only lost shields in that fight.
Yeah.
So this is problematic for Noregret because this counterattack here can seesaw the game, I think, into a victory for Hero.
Well, this is the ultimate anti-cheese, right? He's just made tons of sentries. Now he has Stalkers because they shoot over force fields, and he's going for an attack. Not even a Twilight Council yet. This has been about as defensive as you can get as a Protoss player, and it's worked very well for Hero.
Okay, we see Protoss beginning to edge out. And note the caution here by Hero. I think Hero knows he should be able to win this. He just has to come in here and go for the right play. Now, with this many sentries, Noregret's probably going to have to bounce off these force fields a couple times before he can have the opportunity to really get in here and do some damage.
These force fields are so good in this area. Look at that. A lot of the Banes actually stuck. There's a flank of Lings and Banes coming in, but not nearly enough here for Noregret. Oh, the force fields are just out of control from here. Look at this.
Yeah, that I think is going to be game here. Noregret trying to go for a timing. It did not quite work out. This is not the timing I thought he was going to do, to be honest. I was more on the page that you were on, Artosis. I thought that he was going to go instead for some kind of Hydra Baneling.
Yeah.
You know, like no drones. Hardly any drones.
Yeah.
Not thinking about the future, but thinking about the present.
Sure. And you know what? The thing is, like, I like the initial idea of the attack, but when he ran the Lings up into the natural, I think you're right. He was like trying to maybe bait an overcharge or something, and then just it didn't come. Force fields trapped everything, and that really put him into a tough spot. Now we see this Ling counterattack coming in, and I mean, this is not so bad, huh? 14 probes down. Ton of energy as well.
You know, it's something. I am worried, though, that this third base for the Zerg, there's no way to defend it. He has, I believe, there's Banelings in that Overlord. But, I mean, does he have enough behind the Banelings to actually do any damage here? Oh, my God. The targeting on these Overlords is so good.
Yeah, the spreading as well. The sentry's going in every single direction. And he doesn't really do anything here. GG is called. And
Game 1 goes to Hero.
Yeah. Well, Hero just played a beautiful defensive game. Like, this was... Well, this goes back to what you were saying, where what if Noregret plays a macro game? This opening Hero did, it's not completely garbage against a macro opening, but, you know, this was definitely tailored to stop a cheesy Zerg. He made so many sentries early on. He skipped his Twilight altogether and, you know, just kind of abused the fact that it was only Ling Bane and low drones.
You know, I think what Hero did there was approach that game so cautiously. We take a shot of Hero in his seat. He's got water wings on. He's got a helmet on. He's got a seatbelt on.
Oh my gosh. You always have to wear your seatbelt.
That's right. And he was basically just prepared, I think, for anything Zerg did. He knew that Zerg was going to try something.
Yeah.
And as long as he held off whatever that something was, then he should be fine.
Well, next map going to be Frost, a big 4-player map, so definitely some different things can occur here, especially if you're very far apart from your opponent.
You know, in this game, I wonder what is Noregret going to do. He's so known for doing these timing attacks that it may end up working against him. It's great on the ladder. It's tough in a tournament like this.
You can ride, you can fly, you can tell them that you tried, but there ain't no going back. They'll never catch me.
All right, in the upper right, in the blue, our Protoss player, he is.
Root Gaming, Hero.
What if it was Her Zero?
Her Zero?
Mm-hmm. You look at the font. Would have been saying it wrong all along.
I like it. Her Zero.
In the bottom right, in the red from Canada, he is.
Nerd Street Gamers, no regret.
I don't think he played poorly in that last game. Just maybe getting outplayed there by Hero. Again, the force field wall at the bottom of the ramp to trap everything in there.
Well, that was the beginning to the end for that rush.
Yeah. He needed those Lings to be more mobile. Like, if you had those not getting force fielded in there, as well as the Banes that were coming up, then, you know, he can continue to put that pressure on, maybe do something to the third base. But once that gets stomped that hard, and then also the Banelings don't connect with anything, ooh, bad spot. Double hatch before pool.
I was also, I want to point out, I feel as though Noregret is a player that can definitely still get out of this group, even if he loses against Hero. He seemed to have that attitude when he was coming in here as well. Like, he knows that Hero's the really tough guy for him.
Yes.
No Regret strength with ZVZ. It's not ZVP. But I also think No Regret has a better chance of beating somebody like Trap than Hero.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you there. Like, and the thing is, Trap is very good at PvZ. Like, when I look at Trap, his weakness is similar to No Regrets. It's Terran.
Right.
He's much better in the other two matchups, but yeah, you think you put No Regret up against him? Is Trap going to have just a perfect defense like we saw from Hero, followed up by a perfect attack? Like, did you see those force fields on the attack?
Oh, it could not have been handled. Every single one was in the exact right,
at the
perfect location.
At the exact right time, too, right?
Yeah.
Very last second. He's not just force field donating his army and right-clicking the hatch. That's not what's going on.
Yeah.
He's waiting for you to approach his army. He's on top of it. He stops everything. Maximum force field time. It's just very, very well done. But let's look at this game, right? This is double hatch before pool, right? So that's a little bit tricky. It's a 4-player map. Not too surprised that we see that.
I think it's a good idea. It's much safer to do it on a map like this than anything else. Now, Hero, and Hero's somebody who's known to do this kind of stuff. He's a tricky player as well. He's got a proxy pylon over here. I'm assuming he's going to get a Stargate in that location.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. And the Stargate, it does get plopped down right there. Will No Regret sniff this out? He's aware of Hero being, like... Hero is so oftentimes the aggressor, right? Not in this series, but he's trying to get a little bit in there at least.
Yeah, it's funny because normally Hero's the guy who... Oh, my God. Oh, never mind. The Overlord's going to stop. I thought he might get in there. Anyways, Hero's normally known as being the guy who comes in there, proxies something or has some kind of weird timing and always makes it work. But he's against a different beast here. He's against No Regret, somebody who's known for doing that, but doubly and more quickly.
There's a ton of lings being made right now. He's stopped at 29 drones. Okay, so this wall-in is tight. There's a Mothership Core, 3 Adepts. That's hard to break, but he has an Evolution Chamber on the way, so ling drops absolutely are going to occur here. He has an Overlord placed outside that main base, and there is a spotter pylon kind of to watch that there as well.
Okay, he's going for this gateway over here. He has not triggered the pylon cannon just yet. I think he might have actually seen the lings go up. Just when he was looping away. It's sort of a tell.
Oh, here we go.
He knows. Okay.
Elevator.
Okay, he's coming forward here at the front. Meanwhile, he's going to be hitting the pylon that's powering the gateways.
Okay, he's going down. Is he flanking the Adepts here is what it looks like. But in the meantime, an Oracle is getting into his main base. We're going to have to see how much damage that does. Only a single Queen. Oh, God, he's going to get, like, everything here.
Yeah, that Queen does not do enough damage to stop this Oracle from killing so many of these drones. And keep in mind, he only had 29 back there.
Yeah.
Now down to 20.
Oh, boy.
19.
That is really, really low. Even having to make some spores here as well. So this offense
has
so
almost
far,
double the workers.
Oh, God.
This is really bad for No Regret.
Yeah. With the Oracles are giving full control here. There's going to be a Phoenix coming out. Everything going wrong.
Wow. Well, it's once again going to be down to almost... Okay, now it's up to 23 workers. He almost got down to where he was at before with 19 workers. And there's a lot more lings coming out here, but, you know, normally in an attack like this, if the first one doesn't work, the second one has a lower probability of working.
Yes.
But the Adepts are out on the map, so let's see if he can't get a surround over here.
This is like too many Adepts. Oh, he's trying to break through this front here. There are 3 sentries, so it's going to be extremely hard to do so. Coming in with a flank.
Look at the placement there by... Oh, my God. Hero's so good.
Yeah.
Look at that with the pylon there. I mean, the lings are coming in and doing a lot of damage, but gosh, he's really prepared for everything here.
That pylon on the high ground just wrecked this. He would have cleaned those Adepts so well, had so many lings left over.
Yeah.
He probably could have canceled this Nexus, but look at the amount of lings that have died this game.
Hero is the perfect player. I mean, man.
Feels that way.
We have a Hydra Den coming here, but the problem is that I don't think Zerg has the economic engine at all to come back with anything here. I mean, he's going to be right now. No Regret's losing all of these Overlords. He's made so many lings. He's definitely late on gases here. He doesn't quite have enough gases to get enough Hydras anyways, even when that's done. This is just bad.
He's supply blocked. His army supply is 7 against 28. He's down in economy. It's like just a world of hurt right now for our foreign Zerg.
5 Overlords about to hatch here. He's still not quite out of the supply block just yet. I think that this game may end in a similar way to game number 1, where we just see Hero eventually finish all of his gateways and push out.
Yeah, he's got a lot of sentries out already. He's scouted that Hydras are the tech of choice. So all he has to do right now is watch out for things like Baneling drops or connections upon his army, and he should just be good. His macro is going to be way out ahead of No Regrets.
Yeah, let's see. The only way I can really see No Regret recovering from here is if Hero were to make a huge mistake, and I just don't see Hero doing that. It's just he's not that kind of player.
Like, the mistake would literally have to be, like, missing force field so the Banelings all connect.
Something like that.
Like, that can still win you a game, of course. I mean, if you kill the army with just Banelings, then you definitely can still win. But this is super duper tough. He has droned up. I mean, Hydra Bane is a strong comp. You can kind of play it defensively as well. But one of the big problems here also is with the kind of, like, low econ he's played, he only has 3 queens, and he never pushed any creep. So, like, you attack with this, normally you'll be defending on creep with Hydraling Bane, but when you're not on creep and there's these force fields, it's super easy to hit him.
Okay, I believe this is going to be the attack we were talking about. There's no reason for Protoss to not just push out here. He's held up everything that Zerg has tried to throw at him. And I think, honestly, this should just end the game, but let's see. Let's see how Hero handles it.
To be fair, there's not any real damage that shoots over force fields here, so there can be some micro here from No Regret where, like, he approaches, pulls back, and tries to drain force fields. But Hero just turning around just after a simple cancel. Hero is playing as safely as he possibly can. Every move here is totally Captain Careful.
Yeah, well, I think the Hero knows that's all he has to do if he wants to win. Storm is about to finish up, which is going to give a lot more muscle to the Protoss as he moves out here. You are right, Artosis. There's not a whole lot that... okay, hold up. He's hitting these drones here. Nice force field wall. But the Zealots down here doing some damage. That's going to be a bit of a nuisance there for Hero. And the Queen actually is taken out.
Well, that's kind of a nice little harassment there. Even a Queen at this point is kind of expensive for him. Look at this. 4 High Templars coming down in a Prism. Could be a storm drop. Could just go after the army. I mean,
I think he's just going to bring it with the army, right?
Maybe.
I guess he can. He can do this as well. I guess if you want to play really safe, you just keep ebbing away at their economy.
Yeah. Get more ahead. 7 drone kills. I mean, that's quality for 2 storms. There is a Lurker Den on the way, so that's definitely another area where Protosses can go wrong and get in a lot of trouble.
Okay, Hero's coming in now. He is going to be able to deny this hatchery 100%. And he just backs up. Protoss is nearing the point of maxing out, by the way.
Oh, boy, you're right about that.
Oh, man.
Well, Zealot's going into this 3rd base right now.
The thing is, all that Protoss has to do is keep Zerg on 3 bases. It's going to be very difficult for No Regret to actually expand to the bottom left and get it up. And look at this, 4 Archons. After that's done, he should trigger the attack. Here we go.
Yeah, this is such a scary army right now, and I haven't really seen Banelings made. So this is mostly just Ling Hydra for the most part. Okay. Yeah, just a couple Banes, not even speed on those, so that's going to be hard to make those connect.
Okay, now he's going to go up the ramp here. He might just try to go up towards the main.
Ooh.
Really good storms here. The storms are such a good answer to the Hydras.
Good micro back there. Definitely No Regret trying to stay alive here with some swift micro. No storms left over, it looks like, but still those force fields doing some real work.
Okay, as the Protoss comes forward now, we can see he's actually Hero's winning fights on both sides. That's going to be it. GG and well played. Hero goes on to the winner's match. Now, No Regret's not eliminated yet.
No.
He is going to be in the loser's match. So we'll see if he can come back from there.
Yeah, and, whoever he's against, it's an easier opponent. Like, if I had to decide who is going to win GSL this season right now, this might be the guy I point towards next to Innovation, who I always kind of choose, right? Like, Hero is just in unbelievably good shape. And you saw it here. Like, his safety play was perfect. Like, he never gave No Regret an inch.
Yeah, well, I mean, all you got to do is cross all your T's, dot all your I's, dot all your lowercase J's, as they say in Wayne's World. And you're probably going to hold off whatever No Regret wants to throw at you. No Regret coming with some of the cheeses we didn't expect. I certainly didn't expect that cheese in game number 2. But Hero's just on top of everything. Even that pylon we saw at the very edge to help cover his 3rd was so well done. Anyways, guys, we're going to a short break. When we come back, Trap versus Dark. in the GSL Codex.